Sister Wives Meri Brown is obviously still in love with Kody Brown. Here's how we know. Now that the dust has settled on the latest season of TLC's Sister Wives, there are some telling clues from the one-on-one specials that Meri Brown might still be enamored with former husband, Kody Brown. The four main cast members on Sister Wives Season 19 sat down for a series of one-on-one interviews with host Cristin to talk about the season and its aftermath. During Meri's portions, there were some clear signs that she still has a soft spot for Kody. Unlike former wives Cristin Brown-Woolley and Janelle Brown, who had tough words for their ex-husband, Meri, at times, defended Kody's actions. Meri also spoke lovingly of good times in their marriage, which neither Janelle nor Cristin seem able to do. There were signs during the season, like when Kody helped Meri move from Flagstaff to Utah, where their fondness for each other shone through. Despite being confused by Kody's emotions on moving day, Meri didn't look back. Still, she seems to have come to a place of peace with Kody, or she's still enamored by him in some way. In the great debate about Kody's use of luggage racks when traveling with his wives, which Cristin claimed was a metaphor for their entire relationship, Meri didn't jump on the bandwagon and bash Kody. Cristin recalled how, whenever they travel, Kody would use the luggage rack for himself, leaving the wives to put their luggage elsewhere. Janelle corroborated Cristin's story, while Robin Brown said she simply took the luggage rack first without any issues, as shown in this TikTok shared by TLC. Meri, however, downplayed the symbolism of the luggage rack, saying, "I don't feel like it's fair to sit there and complain. I don't want to complain. I'm not into that. I'm not going to do that." Meri refused to look at the luggage rack situation as anything more than it was. When asked by Suki whether Meri felt Kody ever put himself first, Meri sighed and said yes, he does, but added that it's only sometimes. There seems to be a line in the sand between Cristin and Janelle, who happily bash Kody, and Meri, who seems to tread a bit more lightly. She defends Kody against detractors, saying he often does put others first. It's unclear whether Meri wants to keep the peace or if she actually still has feelings for him. When Meri is reminiscing about her early days with Kody, she lights up. She said she was so shy and so quiet, and Kody was the opposite. He was loud and gregarious, and he had a way of charming people. It made Meri fall more deeply for him. Meri's sweet recollection of their early days together is sad in hindsight. She was so in love with Kody, and he made her feel so special back then. Meri smiled as she said that Kody made her feel like she mattered. When Suki asked Meri when the last time she felt that from Kody was, Meri sighed and said, "It's been a while." During another scene, Suki questioned Kody about saying that Meri and Robin were his only safe spaces in the plural marriages. The subject came up because it was revealed that Kody had an intimate experience in college, which he had only shared with Meri and Robin. Kody recalled how in the beginning, he and Meri were much safer with each other, and then he described how supportive Robin is as a wife. When Suki tries to get Kody to open up about how he only felt safe with Meri in the beginning, and then with Robin, he seems surprised to remember how emotionally intimate he was with Meri. He said it had been a long time since he realized he was actually vulnerable with Meri. Just kind of grew out of it, I guess. Kody said he was foolish to say he was never in love with Meri. When Suki told Meri what he'd said, Meri said it was interesting and nice that he remembered that he had trusted her. Suki asked Meri if she felt safe with Kody, and Meri said she did. Meri still seems to carry a torch for Kody, or at least have a soft spot for him. It's why she doesn't pile on when Cristin and Janelle are attacking him. Meri probably remembers that at one time it was just she and Kody, and she Sister Wives fans have watched Meri Brown walk a lonely and confusing emotional tightrope. Through heartbreak, catfishing scandal, public rejection, and finally, a quiet termination of her marriage to Kody Brown, many believed Meri would eventually move on, close the chapter on her plural marriage, and finally find peace or even new love. And yet, here she is. Despite all signs pointing toward a clean break, Meri still drops breadcrumbs that suggest her heart hasn't fully let go of Kody Brown. In fact, it's becoming more and more obvious that Meri is still very much in love with her ex-husband, and no amount of solo road trips, motivational quotes, or cryptic Instagram stories can mask it anymore. Here's how we know. 1. She talks about him like he's still her husband, even long after Kody announced that he no longer considers himself married to Meri. She continued using language that kept the door wide open. "We're just in a rough spot," she said in one early 2023 interview. Rough spot. That's an understatement coming from a man who, on national television, said he had no interest in being with her romantically ever again. Fans noticed the denial in her tone, the hope in her eyes, and the careful way she still framed Kody as her person, despite everything. It felt like she was trying to manifest a reconciliation by refusing to fully acknowledge the emotional finality. 2. The emotional weight she still carries. While Cristin and Janelle have shown clear signs of healing and even empowerment since leaving Kody, Meri often seems emotionally stuck. Her energy is heavier, her social media updates more cryptic, and her sadness more palpable. When Kody divorced Meri spiritually and emotionally, it wasn't like he ever gave her true closure. It was a slow, agonizing burn. Unlike Cristin, who walked away, or Janelle, who drew a line, Meri was left wandering emotionally in the in-between. Her unresolved feelings are evident in every forced smile and every attempt to pretend she's fully over it. 3. She hasn't really moved on. Meri often speaks about finding joy and stepping into her power, but let's be honest, those phrases are more aspirational than factual. While she's shared glimpses of her travels and business ventures, there's been no real indication of a new romance, meaningful reconnection with family, or a true sense of closure. Most telling of all, she hasn't dated, not publicly, not even hinted. A woman ready to let go of the past usually starts to entertain the idea of a new future, especially one that doesn't involve a man who repeatedly shamed and ignored her. But Meri's romantic future remains suspiciously blank, as if she's saving space for a possible Kody comeback. 4. She defends him when she doesn't have to. In multiple reunion specials and media interviews, Meri has been quick to defend Kody's character, even when the other wives call out his mistreatment. She acknowledges his flaws, sure, but there's always a protective undercurrent in her tone. During the infamous one-on-one interview where Cristin pushed Meri to admit Kody had essentially abandoned her, Meri's response wasn't anger. It was pain. Deep pain that only comes from someone still tethered by love. Rather than throw him under the bus, Meri did what she always does. She softened his blow, as if trying to protect his image not just to the world, but perhaps still to herself. 5. Her body language says it all. In group interviews, body language can say more than words. While Cristin rolls her eyes and Janelle sits with arms crossed when Kody's name comes up, Meri leans in. Her eyes still linger on him when he's nearby. There's a longing there, subtle but unmistakable. Even in most recent season footage, she looks at Kody not with contempt, but with hope. Hope that he might look back at her with something other than apathy. That maybe, just maybe, he'll see her again, not as the catfish-scarred wife of yesterday, but as the loyal woman who never left his side. 6. She still posts about unconditional love. If you follow Meri on Instagram, you've probably seen her sprinkle inspirational quotes across her feed. Many of these revolve around unrequited love, patience, loyalty, and most notably, unconditional love. The messaging is often vague, but to longtime fans, it's obvious she's still talking about Kody.